if you hear the word mayete, Mayata, that's Spanish, and the meaning of that is nigga.
Right,
Who
which comes from the word Maya. Yeah, we know.
Right. So, which comes from the word Mayan. So, who in the entire has been called nigga the most?
Us.
We
Yep.
have.
I'm
So,
telling you,
they're
you're
just telling
lying.
us who we are. And
I'm
we're
telling
getting
you,
mad at that shit. Until you really break it down, they're really calling us Mayans to our face, and we don't even recognize it.
Mm-mm.
Ain't that
yeah.
crazy?
Right.
That's a beautiful thing,
Okay.
though.
Now, remember, I just read about who she was. I showed you her as the statue before they, dismantled it. But here she is as well on the coin after 1792. This is her. What I just read about her being a Melanite. This is her. This is the back of the coin. I know some of y'all may have seen this. I've showed it. I've showed it. I didn't have the back of the coin, but I did have her. Now this is the back of the coin. Look what they got, 9999. But yes, this is her. This was the original Statue of Liberty. Hold on.
And she was a Creek Indian.
Yes, Creek Indian.
That's crazy.
I mean, here go another one, another image of her. Before it was, remember the Columbia, they were saying the Columbus and the Columbia of 1892, the first edition. This book is about the 1893 Columbian I guess it's Explosion, aka Chicago World's Fairs, and you can see the Greek Creek goddess of Columbia in this book.
You just started studying on Yandex, man, because I be scared to go on that Yandex because I be getting
I
mad
want to
just
see, but I said, fuck
researching
it.
over
I
here.
just got to see for myself.
They gonna
It
send
made
me
me download.
over
I
here.
didn't want to download it, but
Hey,
I was like, damn it.
hey, Tor is a good app that you can set up a VPN and then you could place the VPN like overseas.
Oh, okay.
They got
Yeah.
scopes
That's
on
not better.
it and
I
everything.
want y'all to see this. Hold on, so I can make it bigger. It says I can't really see the Confederate flag banner, the state, the flag of the Turkey in 1844, the flag of the Ottoman Empire of 1861, the state flag of South Carolina, which are all the Islam. It says Islamic states since the said flag all have the cherry red background with the Islamic crest, moon, and stars on them. The highly suggested that the South was ran by the Moors or the Turks, aka the seed of Ishmael and the son of Abraham. So this is it says on there, but once I put, I'm gonna see if I can just exit out. Right here, it tells you
So
it's the.
in South Carolina, the Turks, they were fighting to be recognized as indigenous or natives, and they were denied. But the only reason they were denied is because they were not connected to Native Americans, but they were granted to be indigenous Americans, but not any connection to these natives, right? Because there's all different kind of people. But the natives, the funny thing about them is a lot of them are a mixture of Turkish Mongols. So it's a lot of confusion. But the reason
Facts,
there's so much
facts.
confusion is because they mix in. So if you're mixing your lineage with these people, with anybody, you're gonna do the future disservice.
Yeah. I got one more. I got some. I want to show y'all who they was in here. Well, hold on, y'all. Let me see if I can scroll down to find it real quick.
So what it seemed like is well, we know it's a whole hijack, but it seems like all of this stuff happened in reverse. Like they wasn't coming like because that's when you get the reconstruction, like in 1920s and shit. Like so all that 18, you know what I'm saying? Even all the way from
Bullshit.
1492 to like 1865 seemed like that shit really didn't happen over here.
It didn't. It's all bullshit. We didn't have no goddamn Western wild west shit. Hell, we was living goddamn life.
Yeah, think about it, man. They try to show us wood cabins and homeless people, but the reason that only reason that could fly is because they lied and they never showed us the castles and the mosque and all the amazing buildings. Like there was whole entire cities already put together that they never taught us about. But then they're showing us these pale skinned people in cabins.
Yep.
Made out of Lincoln logs.
Hold on, y'all. Let me find this real quick.
And that's be this thing with some of these, you know what I'm saying, these youngins and stuff that come on our panel. Like, bro, if y'all just be quiet, man, y'all learn a whole lot.
And then they need to take that information that they learning and go spread it to their generation plus younger generations. And we can get back on track. But they want to spread this colonizer shit. Come on now with it. When you done, OG, I want to
Okay, I'll be done in just a second. I was trying to pull up who the Romans was. I'm just gonna go on and tell y'all who the Roman was, and this is on Yandex. The Romans are the Cherokees. The Greek and the Cherokees, who they be talking about all the time. When they talk about the cherry tree being chopped down, they was talking about taking out the Romans, which are the Cherokees, are the cherry trees. It's all in this motherfucker right here. It was so long. My life was so long yesterday. I swear I feel still exhausted from yesterday. I did over 5 hours yesterday building with this because we took our time and broke it all down. So it definitely goes into the Moors, the Tartarians. I mean, this is how you know. I'm gonna give you this right quick. This is how you know all the Greek shit. Like if you go to Georgia, you got Rome, Georgia. You got Georgia. What was it? Georgia and the Greek. The Creek equals the Cherokee. The name. Let's look at some of these Greek places named in Georgia. Sparta, Georgia. What's it? What's that? Ephes. Like Jesus. It's in the Bible. Shit. Georgia. Corinthians. I guess it's supposed to be in Georgia. Sardis, I ain't never seen this in the Bible, but I guess these are the places that they talk about in Georgia. Smyrna, Georgia, Antioch, Georgia, Arcadia, Georgia, Columbus, Georgia, Athens, Georgia. I mean, all this is all in Georgia, y'all. Olympia, Georgia, Atlanta, Georgia, Troy, Georgia. I didn't even know they had a Troy, Georgia just yesterday. So, I mean, they even got Egypt, Georgia, y'all. So all these places are in Georgia. This
It's like Egypt and Texas too.
Yes, yeah. And it's one in Tennessee. It's one. Where's another one at?
Oh,
I
y'all
think it's
see
one
that?
here in Tennessee too. I think it's one here in Tennessee.
Look what it say right there, though. It say a Mayan temple in Georgia.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But we not the people. Where y'all at in Georgia? I see a whole bunch of us.
I mean, your girl said it in her song. She said it best, brown skin. She said, where are they from? She said, maybe Mississippi or Georgia. She tells y'all. I mean, they drop Jews in the music. For real, for real. But
Yeah.
if anybody want this, I can email it to you. So just inbox me and I email it to you. So you can go and read it because it's a long read, but it's a good. I mean, it gives you a plenty of Jews in this motherfucker though.
Yeah, I didn't pay attention to like how Nas had said in his song "The World Is Yours," and like and he was talking to us for one, and then two, when he said the mind activation, I was like, oh wow, I didn't even catch that until a couple months ago, and I've been listening to that song for over 10 years.
They've been trying to tell us forever.
Look, and they even talk about the Big Dipper and all this on here. They gave the images of the big. They got it covered up. I don't know why. I don't know why they got it covered. It goes back to that. I don't know why they had to put all that over there. The Northern Star.
Everybody talks about these shape-shifting reptilians, and people are expecting people to like their eyes to turn and them to like turn into a lizard right in front of you. But really, the shape-shifting is how they can come into your neighborhood, your city, your town, your country, and become you, mix in with you, become you, turn you into something else. And then next you know, you blink your eyes and they're calling themselves the original people and telling you you're from somewhere else.
Yep.
Then they put fluoride in the water at massive amounts until you get all discombobulated, and then they start lying to your children in school.
Facts.
And peep, all we looking at all these. I'm saying for education, entertainment purposes only. We looking at all these Asian in Africa right now, bro. I keep saying every time y'all post a video, I'm like, them is about to be the new Native Africans, just like we got these Native Americans. Them Asians about to be the new Native Africans. They about to erase their history, all that, bro. And these Africans moving over here. Oh man, that's a wrap over there.
They just
Hey,
giving
they already showed you what they already showed you how they act. I don't know if y'all remember last year there was like a little controversy about that little Asian girl in Jamaica who was saying she was Jamaican.
Yep.
And you know, people were agreeing with her. Like even Jamaicans were like, yeah, she's been here, she's Jamaican now. And it's like, what? These are your colonizers turning into you. And
Right.
the more y'all let them say that
I wanted to say that, you know, you guys are
Hey,
not
look.
making no sense no
Hey,
more.
I don't give a damn what you're talking about. You sound like a bitch. Where are you from?
Your mama's my bitch.
Your mama, yeah, okay. Where are you from?
Yeah,
Where you from?
but you're a tough guy on the
Where you-
internet.
where
I
you
can
from?
tell
You're
you
gonna have
that.
to get off this panel with all
Well,
that.
anyways, you know,
drama.
Where you
anyways,
from?
are you
Where
guys
you
mad
from?
or what?
Get off.
Where you from, pale
Speak
person?
facts or get off.
No, I'm
Mexico.
just saying because
Where you from, pale
you know,
man?
we were in person. You
He's
won't
from
have that
Where
same
you
Mexico.
from,
energy,
pale
brother.
man?
He's from Mexico.
I'm from Mexico. I'm from Mexico. I'm from Turtle Island,
Let up.
stupid.
She don't let up the nigga. I'm about to cook your bitch ass, boy. I'm about to
Yeah,
cook
okay,
your bitch
yeah.
ass.
So now you're a nigga.
Get the
Now you're
fuck
from
out of
Africa.
here. Get
Make
your
up your
fucking
mind, fool.
nigga.
Make up your
Real
mind.
niggas are from America, bitch boy. Real
No,
niggas are from
listen,
America, bitch boy.
listen. Now you're a nigga, right?
Real
Now you're a
niggas are
nigga,
from
right?
America, bitch boy.
First
You
you
didn't know
was
that they
Indian,
called the
right?
Indians Negroes? You didn't know they
Yeah,
called the
there
Indians
you go
niggas?
there. There
Oh,
you
you
go
didn't know they
there.
called the
You
Indians
sound
niggas?
She's a pussy.
Hold on,
Hey,
y'all. I don't want
I
the
seen.
live to get.
Hey,
Hold on,
look.
Rashaud. Hold on, Rashaud. Y'all don't want my live to get taken down, so please, I'm finna turn this off. Okay, he gone. He gone. He gone. And if he gone, then y'all know you good, insightful. If he gone, go ahead and block him. But that's
All right,
it.
hold on, Pen. I usually don't do this, but he said he wasn't Mexican, but he got that Mexican flag on him. And the thing about that is the Mexican flag represents allegiance to Rome. So there's nothing he could tell us. He's a traitor, and he's wearing a Roman flag on his vest because he's a traitor, a conquered traitor and a bitch. There ain't nothing else to it. We're not playing games with these traitors. We should have asked him what language his ancestors speak, because that tells a whole tale in itself. If he's still here, what language does your ancestors speak? I'm curious.
Hey, he ain't gonna answer no question, Rashaud. He was just gonna keep talking smack.
No.
That's why I clicked the link, because I was like, oh, we got somebody that you want to talk smack? Bet. I'll flame you up real quick. Like, what? He wasn't about to answer no question. He was just gonna continue to say slick shit, man.
Most of them, but it's always a hybrid showing their colors.
And then he gonna say if we was in person, you wouldn't be saying none of that. Man, please. We would be saying all of that in person. And
You
then
fuck
more.
around and see your
And
15th
then
great
more.
grandmama.
Hey, look, I can't argue with people like and get mad on the internet if your mom. That was just funny to me. That shit don't make me upset. It's like, yo, show me some facts or shut up. You can say whatever you want about my mom on the internet because it doesn't mean anything. That's just you letting me know that you don't have any evidence to prove what you want to prove. And I already know. I'm gonna tell you right now. I love for Mexicans to talk shit because I know y'all history more than y'all do, right? And I knew how to shut him down, but he wasn't gonna answer the questions. I was gonna ask him where he was from. He was probably gonna tell me that he's a damn Nahuatl speaking person. Anybody that tells you they speak the Nahuatl language, I want y'all to know that they're cavemen. All right. So if somebody says I speak Nahuatl language, they're a caveman. They're a caveman. They're a caveman. They're Chichimeca cavemen. All right. And they came down here in diverse hordes from their subterraneous dwellings, and they took over land by wars and wars and wars. And where Cortez came over here He was
Hold
getting
on,
his ass
Rashaud. I
whooped.
just got flagged. One page taken. I don't want another one. Somebody else can start a live. But let me just read this about the stars. And I found that this was a gem. But y'all tell me what y'all get out of it. I'm not gonna say it till I'm done reading what I got out of it. But y'all tell me what y'all get out of it. Okay. So it's the star Khufu. And it says, as mentioned earlier, the astronomy was a major part of the religion of the South Americans long before they came to Africa. In Egypt, the study of stars became an even more prominent part of their religion. There is a small star that orbits Syria. Present-day astronomers call that star Syria B. Normally, this small star is not visible to the naked eye. However, by some coincidence, shortly after Khufu unalive, this small star became visible to the naked eye. The South Americans claimed that the small star was a manifestation of Khufu, who had turned into a star. There were a huge celebration in Egypt and in South America to commemorate the turning of Khufu into a star. The South American star priests in Egypt started tracking the movements of Khufu's star in the night star. Judging from the size of the star and how slowly it moved in its orbit, the South American astronomers concluded that it must be a very dense star. They also noticed that the star wobbled on its axis. The astronomers concluded that Khufu was dancing around the mother star. It took exactly 50 years for Khufu's star to circle the mother star. When Khufu's star made one revolution out of Syria, an announcement was sent out in Egypt and in South America proclaiming that the successful journey of Khufu around his mother star. There were huge celebrations in Egypt and in South America to honor Khufu's successful journey around the mother star. The celebration lasted for several days. From that point on, every 50 years, a celebration was held to honor Khufu's successful journey around the mother star. The South American star priests plotted the orbit of Khufu's star around the mother star. Some African priest families were taught how to plot the orbit of Khufu's star around the mother star. These African priest families took on the responsibility of maintaining the tradition of celebrating the successful journey of Khufu around the mother star every 50 years. The perceived turning of Khufu into a star started a belief in Africa and in South America that there was a link between stars in the sky and great kings of Earth. The celebration commemorating Khufu every 50 years was continued for thousands of years afterwards. Despite European influence, the 50-year ceremony honoring Khufu is still maintained by a few African tribes. In the late 1940s, Dogon priests greatly surprised French anthropologists Griel and Dietarian by telling them secrets Dogon myths about the star Sirius. The priest said that the Sirius had a companion star that was invisible to the human eye. They also stated that the star moved in a 50-year elliptical orbit around Sirius, that it was small and incredible heavy, and that it rotates on its axis. All these things happen to be true. But what makes this so remarkable is that while astronomers began to suspect its existence around 1844, it was not seen through a telescope until 1862. The Dogon beliefs, on the other hand, are thousands of years old. The Dogon priests also claim that the Sirius B is the heaviest star and it is white. They went on to say that the Sirius B is composed of a mysterious, super dense metal called Sagala, which they declared is heavier than all the iron on Earth. Not until 1926 did Western science discover that this tiny star is a white dwarf, a category of star characterized by very great density. Many artifacts were found describing the Sirius star system, including a statue examined by Dietarian that is at least 400 years old. Now, with that being said, like, in order for the Dogons to know this knowledge that it is a star basically doing a circle around the Sirius star, they had to get this knowledge from South America. Damn, where did that nigga Rashaud go?
You know what I'm saying? They cuss that say him and him and Insightful jumped him, and you know what I'm saying? They sensitive. So I'd be like, man, just let these people. We pull up so many sources. It's at this point, if we're wrong, bro, all right, prove us wrong.
Yeah, they got me. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, damn. So did you hear what I read?
Yeah, you were talking about the Dogon tribe and their knowledge of Sirius.
Right, right.
Yeah, you don't be in my lives, huh?
Yes, I'll be
It's
in your
all good.
lives. I've been telling you I want to read. I want to read to you about this part in the book about what they said about the Dogon. Remember?
Yeah. All
What's
right,
up,
watch
Dennis?
this.
The
This
Dogon.
is
So
for
hold on real quick before you go in. So the Dogons, don't they come from like the Aztecs and shit?
I don't know. I would have to do deeper research about them, but they definitely ancestors definitely come from South America. Yes.
all right. So look, watch this. So the Dogon tribe, right? They said that they got their information about Sirius from people called the. Well, they say it's from the Nomos, right?
Hmm.
The Nomos are supposed to have brought them the information, but Nomos is really part of a compound word, right? And the compound it creates the word astronomy. So they lied for one. All right, so astronomy comes from the word nomos and the word asteron. So asteron and nomos is basically the law of the stars. So when they said that they got the information from the nomos, they really got it from the law, right?
Hey, Rashad,
Hold
have
on,
you
hold
ever?
on, Patolo. Hold
Damn,
on,
you
Patolo.
bitch.
Don't interrupt.
Sorry,
Let
I'm
them
getting
finish.
tired of these niggas, man. Y'all rude, man. And who the fuck raised y'all? Hey, look, hold on, Callie. So look, so nomos, right? It's the law of the stars. And then when they're like, all right, so where did this information
Stop
come
lying.
from?
Stop lying. Y'all
Bro,
can
Patolo, either drop or
stop.
have the respect. Period.
I'm not lying. Look, all right. In the science of the heavens, right? Creatures, the planets, stars, and such like. The one is their course and ordinary motions, which for that cause is called astronomy, right? Which word is a compound of nomos and asteron. Are you are you stupid? Damn, man. And all right, look, so what happened is they got the nomos from Americans. Americans taught them about astronomy. And then when they were asked, how do we find the nomos, which is really the law, they said you have to follow the Sirius star system. And the Sirius star system takes you to America. So what they're saying is Americans came with the nomos, which is the law of the stars. And that's how they learned about Sirius. That's how they learned about astronomy. It's common sense. They just lied and told y'all some other shit, right? But then they try to say, oh, the Nomos came on an ark. Where were arks built? I'm sure everybody knows. Arks of Gopherwood, built in America, right? You know what I'm saying? It's all common sense. But they use words to lie to you. And then they use people like Patolo Bams who doesn't know anything. You know, Patolo Bams didn't know what a hemisphere was until I taught him, right?
Rashaud, stop lying. Stop lying. And then he jumped off the panel like, that dude
Yeah.
crazy.
He did. Hey, look, I'm telling y'all right now. I'm not even
He didn't
lying.
jump
He
into
didn't
the
know.
panel. I dropped him.
Thank you. He didn't know what a hemisphere was until last month when I taught him. All right, him and a few other Africans. I had to teach him what hemispheres were, and then he didn't know what northwest and southwest hemisphere meant. So I had to teach him that too. And then he didn't know that certain constellations were situated over certain places. He didn't know none of these things, and now he's trying to come up here and tell me I don't know what I'm talking about. But I just read it to y'all, and then he's gonna say that I made it up. But that what I just read to you is from King James. That's King James.
Demonology. That's that
Yeah,
demonology. Matter of fact, Rashad, last week we was into that book. Remember, in that build, we're going crazy. But see, most people don't understand how deep that shit go, bro. I told you people ain't gonna understand that
exactly.
book. That shit way before their time.
Yeah, I'm not up here playing with nobody. And the reason I'm not playing with nobody is not because I want to school no African. It's because I love my people and I want y'all to learn this shit. But these weak ass Africans, like, where is he from? I already told y'all that they're troglodytes. And now you see how he came up here and he had no respect. You see how they never have respect. You see how they be treating their women. They never. Hey, American Indians don't treat their women bad,
It's
right?
hard when you swim and piss and shit and don't get a good clean bath. Is it kind of messes with your brain.
for real, right? When you leave a cave, and then once you leave the cave, you go onto land that don't have water. You know, you're struggling. You're struggling. So you want to come cuss me out, but curse me out, right? But it don't work. I know that words are spelled in curses, and the shit that you trying to do is weak. I'm the original man. You can't do shit to me.
And why do they feel like they can always assert their dominance? Like he trying to overtalk people and keep taking himself off the mic. Like who do you think you are?
Because they are some very rude, and what's the word where they just think that
arrogant. They very arrogant and rude as fuck.
And what is the word that they think that you owe them something, that if they come around you gotta be quiet, or if they talking you gotta that's how white people is too. That's how you know they come from them. But entitled. Yeah, thank you y'all. Thank you. They're very entitled people.